They spray paint the eggs at Denny's.
Yes.
It's fluorescent. It's like hunter camo orange.
I've never seen an egg that bright. It's like it's trying to survive on the side of the road at night.
Well, it's fucking...
like hurts your eyes to look at your plate at Denny's.
Yeah.
Because everything is enhanced.
You need Eskimo glasses to eat eggs.
Yeah, dude, I'm wearing like ski goggles just to like look at my egg.
I've also never been able to make more twirls with melted cheese in my life. Like it was like funfetti or something.
It's fucking Sunday in Texas, so every place is closed but Denny's.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like they close it down for the Lord's Day.
And it's the Super Bowl.
Also, that's like not bacon, right?
No.
What is that?
All the meat, they order a Domino's pizza, and then they take the meat off of the pizza and they throw it in your omelet.
No, they shave a piece of flesh off the cook's foot.
That's really what it tastes like and feels like in your mouth.
They take a razor to a bunion and just let it land in the pan. You go in the back and it's like Goodfellas. There's a guy cutting his bunion with a little razor.
Yeah.
Super thin.
They go, this is Rufus's goiter. Oh, man.
Fucking manager has edema. She just waddles over and looks at the bread, and she kind of looked at it for a second, like she kind of frowned, and then a part of her was like, I'm gonna eat that later. Yeah. She's like, I'm not gonna let that go to waste. It's not that bad.
Well, no, there's
a dead golden retriever. I hate Texas.
That really sucked.
That was a dead golden retriever.
Every half mile,
really
there's a dead golden retriever,
and it was like rotting.
Those are the mile markers in Texas. They go, we don't want to waste metal because we eat that, so we just spray paint dead dogs. Man, that sucked ass.
Damn, a golden retriever too.
That really sucked ass. I woke up. We were sleeping at Travis's ranch. I woke up. I didn't know there was donkeys, and I walked outside. There was just donkeys outside the window, like braying at us.
Yeah,
dude, they kick ass.
They're very cool, but it's also just you wonder why. Like, what do you do with this?
Well, also just like they scared the shit out of me. You just have that innate, reaction to see a wild animal, and you're like, oh fuck, I ran away from when I first saw the donkey.
I don't trust any animals besides dogs.
Dude, when those dogs charged into our guest house, that was the scariest thing of all time. Two dogs I don't know, full sprint, run into us.
Yeah, that giant white dog that looked like a Lord of the Rings character.
A mythical beast.
Yeah, it was fun though.
Let's kill the beast.
It's you really understand like why people do this. You just have this land, and you just wander out back.
No, it was a real eye-opening experience. Like all day yesterday, I was like, I fully get it.
Yeah, I almost killed Ben on an ATV.
Did you really?
I was making a turn a little too quick. I didn't know how they worked.
Yeah, we were about to for sure die. I had to tell him to stop.
Yeah, you actually, I've never heard you that like uncomfortable in your life. You were like, whoa, Devin, okay.
Devin thought he could full throttle an ATV through a windy little trail that's muddy.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you that fucking stupid?
I don't know how that shit works. I thought they were immune to that shit. I thought they handled
Devin
mud.
thinks it's like a video game.
Yeah.
He's driving. I was like, hey, bucko, let's go 8 miles per hour around this.
Well, then on the way back, you and Travis just like abandoned Connor and I thought we were going to like get lost and just die in the woods.
We were lost.
We were legitimately lost.
We're like, we've been to this turn already.
Yeah. Connor was like, I've seen that moss before.
Yeah.
Yep.
They find you an hour later. You guys are fucking each other and eating your own hands. Immediately panic.
I like the donkeys though because like a lot of livestock is really cool. Like goats are sick because they just stare at you and they're like evil. And they sort of do their own thing. Donkeys are like dogs.
They are.
Where they just walk up, they want to be pet and be fed treats.
Yeah.
Which I'm cool with that.
Me too.
I like it too, but I didn't want to pet them because they're not like bathed or anything.
They're not soft either.
They're out all day, like
you know
in
what?
rains.
But
and
I thought about that. That's also kind of every day. You know how many times you pet Emma on the couch when you're drunk and you go, "Come here, sweetheart." You know when I gave her a bath last 2022.
Oh my God,
Jesus
is that
Christ,
true?
really?
Well, actually, she fell in the pool because a coyote pushed her in there, so I guess she got cleaned then.
Emma literally like goes and gets sprayed by skunks, so Ben will give her a bath.
She's begging.
She's
for
like
it.
the girl. She's like the girl who cuts herself so her dad will hug her. It's very fucked up.
Every time I give Emma a bath, she just licks her asshole and then licks her body. Like she's like trying. It's like a painter taking a little bit of paint on a brush and spreading it across the canvas. She does that with turds in her ass, and then starts spreading it around her fur.
Yeah. I think we just passed like a Civil War battlefield.
Don't fucking pass me. There's a car coming, faggot. God fucking damn it, this stupid fucking state.
What's the speed limit right here?
It's 65. I'm going fucking 65.
The guy's in a Mercedes, too.
Yeah, he was like waving at me. He was about to pull out in front of another fucking
You
car.
should have said, yeah, it's clear.
Buddy, I'm trying to do subversive podcasting. And you're about to kill yourself.
Let's beat his ass.
Every time we podcast in the car, it turns into Duel.
To what?
It turns into Duel by Spielberg.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is illegal.
What we're doing?
Hey, there's a phone camera hiding the mirror, the rearview mirror.
I suppose you are right, Devin.
You know? But luckily no one here cares about anything.
Yep, and here he goes. Yeah, kill yourself, faggot.
Did he honk at us? That cocksucker?
He did honk at us. You piece of shit.
Let's hunt him
I hope
down.
you get raped by a longhorn, you
Jay,
piece
speed up.
of shit.
Yeah,
Jay, speed up.
Let's
Come
scare
on.
him a little bit. We have a bigger car.
You both are fucking huge, all right?
Yeah.
Jace, you'll scare him.
That is true.
Yeah, and I'll yell mean things at him while
and
you guys
I'll
handle
go,
it.
get him, boys.
You handle it.
Right, you'll pull up his YouTube videos later and make fun of him.
What a cocksucker. Also, what a fucking loser you have to be to have like a nice Mercedes out in this shithole.
I know.
What are you doing?
Yeah, he's one of those guys cosplaying like ranch hand type of shit. That was the area of Texas we were in. It was kind of like millionaires being like, I love being a rancher. I love going here for 2 days and checking on the Mexicans. I love being a country boy.
Yeah, they all pride themselves in like the great work they do on their land, and then you go there and there's like 9 day laborers doing everything.
Yeah.
You're like, and what do you guys do? You just sort of sit in the home and look out the window.
They go, I'm a bit of a roughneck. The other day I cleaned my truck out by myself.
They only have trucks to pick up Mexicans at Home Depot and then drop them back off. That's all. They're cowboys now. They're like a shuttle service for illegal immigrants. And then they claim, they go, but my guys. He's like, I wish all illegal immigrants were like my guys. They're so nice, you know.
They always have their own guys.
They're all the same guys. I've met all those guys. They're all the exact same.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've never met like a guy at Home Depot. I've never pulled into Home Depot and there's a day laborer guy standing there with a knife like this.
No, they're the nicest people ever.
They're the nicest, sweetest people.
Yeah.
You give them $1 and they work for like years.
They're very
years. What was the bit we were doing, Jason, where it was like the guy asked you a question and you're like, oh, I don't speak English. I Spanish. And he was just...
Oh, no, it was funny because the day laborers were leaving and they just assumed, they looked at me and assumed like, well, that guy probably owns this place. And he goes, we're going to leave the tiles. And I didn't really understand. I go, okay, sounds good, dude. And then I just walked inside. But we were doing the bit.
You took out $5 and handed it to him.
I go, all right, man, just get the fuck out of here. Go back to Mexico, man.
I went inside the main house. I'm like, hey, Travis, there's some homeless guy in the backyard asking for money or something. I gave him $5, but it looks like he's still out there.
There's a homeless guy back there building your entire property. I've seen these fucking freeloaders. They break onto white people's land and take care of it.
He's some migrant. He's like feeding the chickens out there, milking the cows.
Yeah. But we were doing this bit that he walks up to me. He's like, hey, and I go, no, sorry, no, don't speak Spanish, man. He's like, oh, just we're leaving the tiles here. I go, hey, man, no comprende, all right?
No comprende.
Get your Odele shit out of here, all right, man? Like, I can understand you perfectly. I'm like, all right, Juan.
It is hilarious. We were just like riding ATVs all day while all these guys did hard work.
I know.
A couple of times, like me and Connor were riding 4-wheelers around, and they had to stop doing work because me and Connor were driving through their like field where they were like pouring concrete and like digging holes and stuff.
We're like burning out in front of them, like splashing mud all over their faces.
Dude, I was doing like donuts in front of them.
Dude, we got there and I went to go just take a nap because I was tired, and then I rolled over and the Mexican guys were working right outside my window with the blinds open. I was like, can you fucking keep it
shut
down?
the fuck up?
I thought this was a city problem.
I know, and then I got self-conscious, like I didn't want to like get up and just shut the blind. Like they were literally 4 inches away from the window. So
Would have been funny if we fired them for Travis because we were inconvenienced. Oh man.
Yeah.
This is
the saddest it's been, I think.
What is this? I think we passed the Civil War like battlefield earlier. There was like a big cannon.
Yeah, well, Texas couldn't do the Civil War, but they started their own in 1940. While we were busy with the war, they're like, we could probably do it now.
Yeah, we passed a big cannon. Devin, that's Fuddruckers.
Yeah.
That's you stand right in front of the cannon, they just shoot food at you.
Yeah, it's kind of like those take-a-book libraries in, L.A.
Yeah.
It's like for the hungry. And that's people who haven't eaten in 45 minutes.
Can't wait for this banquet hall tonight.
Oh yeah, and then the show that
like a fake comedy club.
the live podcast we did with Shane, he dropped in. That's going to be on the Patreon on Friday. For all you people wondering, we paid a guy to film it from multiple angles. It's going to be really nice. So that's coming out on the patreon.com/lemonparty on Friday. That should be good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
And we got one show left right now. We're driving to Fort Worth for contact. I guess we didn't give people context while we're just driving aimlessly through Texas.
They think we just flew here to drive and do a podcast in the middle of nowhere. We're like, yeah, the Texas killing fields seem like a safe place to record.
Now we're at the end of a grueling 5-day tour.
And I've been many different people throughout this trip. I think the favorite guy I've been so far is being the Houston Wigger.
Yeah.
Dressing up in the Air Jordan jersey.
That was great.
Big sagging pants, sideways Matt Rife hat with the smiley face on it.
You sang Wigger too loud at that Goodwill where like everyone was just like eating old underwear when we walked in. It looked like it looked like they were mining like shit-stained pants.
Dude, it really was like pigs at a trough. It was really alarming.
One of the darkest things I've ever seen.
100 people stand behind a line in a Goodwill before these mini bins of dirty, unwashed
Literally
clothes.
underwear in piles of clothes.
They blow a whistle, and then everyone runs across the line. Literally squealing.
Yeah.
And clothes are flying everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
dude.
it's every guy looks like they're in the Whitaker family. And then there's like one like suspenders, curly mustache, like barista unicycle guy.
Yeah, hipster from like 2008 is there.
Yeah, they were selling underwear, like old pizza crusts.
Literally like broken glass and underwear.
Selling underwear by the pound. And then we went out in the parking lot, and I guess some guy got there early and got all the good stuff, and he had like underwear laid out in the trunk. He's like, all right, best I can do is 5 for $20.
He was,
and some guy was like dabbing him, and I'm like, are you guys selling drugs?
He
or
was
is this,
selling
like,
underwear like a mixtape out of his trunk out front. It was unbelievable.
Now, we don't charge, but we do take donations. And you're like, oh, I'm good, man. He goes, I already signed the underwear. You got to take it.
It's like the Venice Beach guys.
I already signed the underwear, man. Who should I make this out to?
You may as well sift through a trash can with used toilet paper in it.
Yes.
If you're going to do that.
It was that gross.
You're picking up underwear that has shit and piss in it.
Yeah.
From thousands of different people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thousands.
Yeah, Houston is really brutal. We straight up got, I think 8 different Amber Alerts when we were in Houston.
Just nonstop.
Never
Just
stopped.
children. I got an Amber Alert for myself.
Like a kid goes missing like every 20 minutes there.
They actually do Amber Alerts when they find a child. When a parent like wakes up and finds their child in their crib, they do an Amber Alert just to let them know to stop looking for this one in particular.
Apparently, you can turn the Amber Alerts off on your phone, which is like
That's a very funny.
That's
very funny to do. That's so funny to do that.
That's like being like, I'm not donating any organs when I die. Fuck you. Fuck
Dude,
everyone else.
No, it's
But
literally
me.
like you go to the Red Cross bucket at the mall and you take money out of it. You like tell the Santa to go fuck himself and then you take $5.
Here is the thing, though. Like, if I did see, like, oh, be on the lookout for like a white Chevy, like Silverado and stuff, and then like I like came into contact with that guy, like
I wouldn't do anything.
I wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
And what am I supposed to do? Like run him off the road?
I go like, citizens arrest.
And then he beats your ass.
Give me the kid. I want to fuck the kid.
Take me with you.
You're a ball hog, buddy.
Dude, if I was a pedophile, I would straight up try to track down Amber Alerts and then take the kid from the pedophile. So because the cops are still following that guy. The Amber Alerts might be for one kid that keeps getting passed around by different pedophiles. Like every 20 minutes. It's like a hot potato thing.
I also like the idea if you're like an ethical sourcing pedophile, you're like, well, I'll only take pedophile from the land.
Yeah,
I'll only take children from the land and fuck them.
I like small batch kids. Is this a fair trade child?